Like other Texas Penal Code offenses, which are characterized as continuous sexual abuse of young child or disabled individual is intended for those who repeatedly victimize the most defenseless among us. For the purposes of this offense, child and disabled individual have the same meaning as found in the assault chapter of the Penal Code, which defines a child as younger than 17. Pay careful attention, however. While the statute initially defines a child as someone less than 17, in a few paragraphs it will narrow the age of the victim down to 14. The assault chapter of the Penal Code defines a disabled individual as a person older than 13 who, by reason of age or physical or mental disease, defect, or injury, is unable to provide food, shelter, or medical care for themselves. A key to this offense is the definition of acts of sexual abuse. According to the Penal Code, acts of sexual abuse include aggravated kidnapping with intent to violate or abuse sexually, indecency with a child by exposure, sexual assault, aggravated sexual assault, burglary with intent to commit aggravated kidnapping, indecency with a child, sexual assault or aggravated sexual assault, sexual performance by child, trafficking of persons, and compelling prostitution. So, according to the Penal Code, a defendant who, during a 30 or more day period, commits 2 or more of these acts of sexual abuse against one or more victims when the actor is 17 or older and the victim is younger than 14, or when one or more victims is a disabled individual, commits continuous sexual abuse of young child or disabled individual. The Penal Code recognizes otherwise consensual sexual activity between 2 consenting teenagers could be considered criminal the way this statute is written. So, this is the first statute we'll encounter which sets out an affirmative defense to help distinguish between conduct of a 17-year-old and an otherwise consenting 14-year-old, whose parents then find out and become very angry over the matter, and say a 40-year-old committing the conduct with a 14-year-old, which is very different. This affirmative defense is sometimes informally referred to as a Romeo and Juliet defense. According to the Penal Code, it is an affirmative defense to continuous sexual abuse of young child or disabled individual if the actor was not more than 5 years older than the victim, if only one victim, or the youngest victim, if there is more than one, and the actor did not use force, and the actor was not required to register for life as a sex offender. Again, this defense applied only to a victim who is a child. All offenses of continuous sexual abuse of young child or disabled individual are felonies of the first degree, with a mandatory prison term for life or 25 to 99 years in prison.